You believe you are choosing your friends. You are wrong. They are choosing you. And if you are not careful, they are choosing you for slaughter. Right now, at this very moment, there is someone in your life who is quietly dismantling everything you have built. They are not doing it with a knife. They are doing it with a smile, with a text message, with a favor, with concern. And by the time you realize what has happened, your reputation will be in ruins, your resources will be drained, and your sanity will be a distant memory. Most people walk through life believing that good intentions protect them. They think that if they are kind, loyal, and honest, the universe will return the favor. This is not philosophy. This is delusion. Niccolo Machiavelli understood something that most people refuse to accept. The world does not reward the good. It rewards the strategic. And if you are not strategic about who you allow into your inner circle, you will be devoured by those who are. You are watching this because something feels wrong. There is a weight you cannot name. A tension in your relationships that you cannot explain. You feel exhausted, but you do not know why. You feel used, but you cannot prove it. You are here because you are beginning to suspect that the people closest to you are not who they pretend to be. And you are right. In this video, we are going to dissect the 7 types of people who will destroy you if you let them stay. These are not obvious villains. They do not wear masks or carry weapons. They are far more dangerous than that. They wear the face of friendship. They speak the language of care. And they will ruin you while making you feel guilty for noticing. This is not about being paranoid. This is about being awake. Machiavelli did not teach cruelty for the sake of cruelty. He taught awareness. He taught survival. And survival begins with knowing who is sitting at your table. Let us begin. The first type of person you must eliminate is the one who disguises control as generosity. You know this person. They are always offering help, always giving gifts, always showing up when you did not ask them to. At first it feels wonderful. You think finally someone who cares. But Machiavelli would tell you to look closer, because what you are witnessing is not kindness, it is investment. And they are expecting a return. This person does not give because they are generous. They give because they are building leverage. Every favor is a brick in a wall they are constructing around you. Every gift is a chain link. And one day, when you try to make a decision they do not approve of, when you try to set a boundary they do not like, they will pull out the ledger. They will remind you of everything they have done. They will make you feel like you owe them your life. Machiavelli understood obligation better than almost anyone. He knew that men could be controlled through fear, but they could be owned through debt. The person who makes you feel indebted is more dangerous than the person who threatens you. Because debt lives in your mind, it whispers to you. It makes you second-guess yourself. It makes you feel guilty for wanting freedom. Watch how this person reacts when you try to reciprocate. If you offer to pay them back, do they refuse? Do they insist that you do not owe them anything, but then later remind you of what they did? Do they keep a mental tally of every coffee they bought, every ride they gave, every time they listened to you complain? If so, you are not dealing with a friend, you are dealing with a collector. And eventually they will come to collect. The danger here is not just the obligation, it is the way they make you doubt yourself. When you finally try to establish independence, they will call you selfish. They will call you ungrateful. And because you are a decent person, you will believe them. You will fold. You will let them back in. And the cycle will continue until you have nothing left to give. Machiavelli warned that the prince who makes another powerful does so at his own peril. By accepting unsolicited generosity, you are giving someone else power over your choices. You are allowing them to frame your autonomy as betrayal. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Stop accepting what you did not ask for. If someone offers you something and you did not request it, decline politely. If they insist, pay them back immediately. If they become offended by your refusal to be indebted, you have just identified the problem. Remove them. The second type of person you must eliminate is the collector of secrets. This person is subtle. They do not interrogate you. They do not demand information. Instead, they disarm you. They make themselves vulnerable first. Within hours of meeting them, they are telling you their deepest fears, their darkest mistakes, their most private pain. And you, being human, feel honored. You feel trusted. The instinct to reciprocate is overwhelming. So you open up. You tell them things you have not told anyone else. You reveal your insecurities, your fears, your resentments. And in that moment, you have just handed them a weapon. Machiavelli advised rulers to be secretive. He understood that information is not just power, it is ammunition. The person who knows your weaknesses knows exactly where to strike. And the collector of secrets is always preparing for war, even if you do not know it yet. They are gathering intelligence. They are mapping your vulnerabilities. And when the relationship turns, and it always turns with these types, they will use everything you told them against you. Have you noticed that this person always has gossip? They always know things about other people that they should not know. They tell you secrets about mutual friends, and they do it with a tone of concern, as if they are worried. But what they are really doing is showing you their method. If they are telling you about someone else's private business, they are telling someone else about yours. This is not speculation, this is pattern recognition. The collector of secrets thrives on drama. They need it. They create it when it does not exist. And when you eventually distance yourself, they will rewrite history. They will take the things you told them in confidence and use them to paint you as unstable, untrustworthy, or cruel. They will position themselves as the victim and you as the villain. And because they have your own words as evidence, people will believe them. Machiavelli knew that a wise prince reveals nothing of his true intentions. He keeps his plans hidden until the moment of execution. You must do the same. When you meet someone who overshares too quickly, do not match their energy. Listen if you must, but do not reciprocate. Keep your vulnerabilities to yourself. If they press you, if they say things like, "I told you my stuff, now you tell me yours," you are looking at a manipulator. They are not seeking connection, they are seeking control. Withdraw immediately. The third type of person you must eliminate is the one who lives in permanent chaos. This is the person who always has a crisis. Their car broke down, their partner left, their boss is unfair, their family is toxic, their health is failing. There is always something. And at first, you want to help. You feel compassion. You think, if I just support them through this rough patch, they will stabilize. But they never do, because the chaos is not happening to them. They are creating it. Machiavelli believed in fortuna, the concept of luck or fortune. But he also believed that fortune favors the prepared, the disciplined, the strategic. The person who is perpetually unlucky is not cursed by fate. They are cursed by their own choices. They lack impulse control. They lack foresight. They lack accountability. But they will never admit this. To them, the universe is conspiring against them. They are the eternal victim. Why is this person dangerous? Because misery spreads. If you tie yourself to someone who is sinking, you do not lift them up. They pull you down. Their emergencies become your emergencies. Their drama consumes your time, your energy, your resources. You start canceling your own plans to manage their crises. You start lending money you cannot afford to lose. You start losing sleep because they call you at midnight in tears. And no matter how much you give, it is never enough. Because they do not want solutions. They want an audience. Machiavelli was ruthless about association. He understood that a prince must avoid the company of the unfortunate, not out of superstition, but out of strategy. These people are black holes. They consume everything and emit nothing. If you offer them advice, they will explain why it will not work. If you offer them help, they will squander it and return asking for more. They are addicted to their own victimhood because victimhood absolves them of responsibility. The fix is brutal but necessary. You must observe the pattern. Is this person experiencing a temporary hardship, or is their entire life a series of self-inflicted disasters? If chaos follows them everywhere, it is not bad luck, it is bad character. You cannot save someone who refuses to save themselves, and if you try, you will drown alongside them. Step back. Let them face the consequences of their choices. It is the only way they will ever learn. And if they do not learn, that is not your problem. The fourth type of person you must eliminate is the one with no opinions of their own. This is the person who agrees with everything you say. You hate a movie, they hate it. You love a restaurant, they love it. You change your mind, they change theirs. It feels incredible at first. Finally, someone who understands you. someone who sees the world the way you do, but they do not. They are not reflecting your views because they share them. They are mirroring you because they are hiding from you. Machiavelli despised flatterers. He saw them as a plague on leadership. Why? Because they insulate you from reality. They tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. They feed your ego until you become blind to your own flaws. A leader surrounded by flatterers is a leader walking toward a cliff with a smile on his face. And the flatterers will not warn him. They will applaud as he falls. The person with no opinions is dangerous because you never know where you truly stand with them. They have no loyalty to you. They have loyalty to power. If you are powerful, they will mirror you. If you lose power, they will mirror whoever replaces you. They are chameleons. They shift with the wind. And when the wind changes, they will abandon you without hesitation. This person is also a coward. They refuse to take a stance because taking a stance requires courage. It requires the risk of conflict. They would rather blend in, agree, and avoid confrontation. But this cowardice makes them unreliable. In a moment of crisis, when you need someone to stand with you, they will vanish. They will claim neutrality. They will say they see both sides, and in doing so, they will betray you. Machiavelli taught that a prince must surround himself with people who will tell him the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. A friend who challenges you respects you. A friend who never disagrees with you is using you. The solution is to test them. State an opinion that is slightly controversial. See if they agree. Then later, contradict yourself. See if they follow. If they have no backbone, they have no integrity. And a person without integrity is a person without value. Remove them from your circle. The fifth type of person you must eliminate is the one who uses morality as a weapon. You know this person. They are brutally honest. They are always trying to help you improve. They point out your flaws under the guise of care. They say things like, "I am only telling you this because I love you, but you have really let yourself go." Or, "I do not think you are working as hard as you could be." Or, "I am just being honest." They frame cruelty as virtue. And because they use the language of concern, you accept it. This is the moral assassin. They do not attack you with insults. They attack you with standards, impossible standards. They position themselves as the judge of your behavior, which places them above you. It is a power move. By constantly highlighting your inadequacies, they erode your self-esteem. They make you feel like you are never good enough. And once your confidence is shattered, you become dependent on their approval. You start seeking their validation like a starving animal, and they will give it to you sparingly, just enough to keep you leashed. Machiavelli understood that morality could be a tool of control. He wrote that a prince must learn how not to be good. Not because goodness is wrong, but because rigid morality makes you predictable. It makes you easy to manipulate. The moral assassin exploits your decency. They know you will apologize. They know you will try harder. They know you will bend yourself into shapes that please them. And every time you do, they gain more control. The danger here is not just the criticism. It is the way they make you feel like you are always on trial. You start justifying your choices. You start explaining yourself. You start apologizing for things that do not require apology. And in doing so, you accept their frame. You accept that they have the right to judge you. They do not. The solution is to stop defending yourself. The moment you start explaining, you have already lost. When they criticize you for your own good, look at them calmly and say, "I did not ask for your feedback." Watch what happens. Their mask will slip, their virtue will turn to anger, and that anger will reveal their true nature. They were never trying to help you. They were trying to control you. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Remove them. The sixth type of person you must eliminate is the one who refuses to choose sides. This is the person who is friends with everyone. They are friends with you, and they are friends with the person who betrayed you. When conflict arises, they say things like, "I do not want to get involved. I see both sides. I just want everyone to get along." It sounds mature. It sounds wise. It is neither. It is cowardice dressed as diplomacy. Machiavelli hated neutrality. He argued that those who remain neutral in times of conflict are despised by both sides. Why? Because neutrality is not peace. It is betrayal. By refusing to stand against wrongdoing, the neutral person enables it. Their silence is endorsement, their inaction is complicity, and their desire to be liked by everyone means they are loyal to no one. This person is dangerous because they are a leak in your defenses. You cannot trust them with sensitive information. You cannot rely on them for support. They will smile at you, and then they will smile at your enemy. They will listen to your pain, and then they will listen to your enemy's justification. They will nod along with both, never committing, never defending, never standing firm. They're a weather vane, turning with whatever wind blows strongest. When you are in a battle, and life is a series of battles, you need soldiers. You need people who will stand with you when it is difficult. The neutral person will not. They will watch from the sidelines. They will wait to see who wins. And once the dust settles, they will align with the victor and pretend they were always on that side. Machiavelli saw this pattern in politics, and it exists in personal relationships as well. The solution is to force a choice. Not aggressively, but clearly, you can say, "This person hurt me deeply. Continuing to associate with them is hurtful to me. I need to know where you stand." If they refuse to choose, they have made their choice. They have chosen their comfort over your well-being. And that tells you everything you need to know. Walk away. The seventh type of person you must eliminate is the one who wants to become you. This is the most dangerous of all. At first, they seem like your biggest fan. They admire everything about you. They ask for your advice. They start dressing like you. They adopt your mannerisms. They use your phrases. They take up your hobbies. It feels flattering. You feel seen. You feel valued. But what you are actually witnessing is not admiration. It is consumption. This is the envious mimic. They do not want to be like you. They want to be you. And because they cannot, because they lack the history, the struggle, the authenticity that shaped you, they resent you. Their admiration curdles into envy. And envy, as Machiavelli knew, is one of the most destructive forces in human relationships. Envy does not want what you have. Envy wants you not to have it. The mimic suffers from a pathological lack of self. They are a void searching for a shape, and they have chosen yours. But because they are only copying the surface, they can never replicate the substance. And this failure enrages them. You become a mirror that reflects their inadequacy. And the only way they can escape that reflection is to destroy the original. That means you. This relationship always ends in betrayal. It must. Because as long as you exist, you are a reminder of what they are not. They will start competing with you in areas where there was no competition. They will start taking credit for your ideas. They will befriend your friends and subtly poison them against you. They will tell stories that sound almost true but are just distorted enough to make you look bad. And they will do all of this while still pretending to admire you. Machiavelli observed that men are so simple that the deceiver will always find someone willing to be deceived. The mimic deceives you by wearing your face. They study you, they learn you, and then they use that knowledge against you. The most chilling part is that they often do not even realize they are doing it. Their envy operates beneath conscious awareness, but ignorance does not make them less dangerous. It makes them more dangerous because they have no moral brakes. The solution is to starve the copy. Stop giving them access to your inner world. Stop sharing your plans, your thoughts, your strategies. Become vague. Become distant. Watch how they react. They will panic. They will reach out more. They will demand to know why you have changed. And when you do not feed them, they will lash out. They will accuse you of being cold, distant, or fake. That accusation is a confession. They are describing themselves. Let them leave. Let them find another host. You are not responsible for their emptiness. Now we must turn the mirror toward ourselves. Identifying these 7 types is only half the battle. The harder question is this: why did you let them in? Dangerous people do not break into your life. You open the door. You invite them to sit down. You offer them a drink. And if your life is filled with people who drain you, manipulate you, or betray you, you must ask yourself what you are doing to attract them. Machiavelli wrote that a prince who is not wise himself cannot be wisely counseled. If you are surrounded by parasites, it is because you have created an environment where parasites thrive. You are the common denominator. This is not about blame. This is about power. Because once you accept responsibility, you gain the ability to change. There are 3 internal weaknesses that act as magnets for toxic people. If you do not address these, you will remove one problem only to attract another. The first weakness is the need to be needed. You attract people in crisis because fixing them makes you feel valuable. You derive your self-worth from being the hero, the savior, the one who cares. But this is not compassion. This is arrogance. You believe you have the power to change people who do not want to change. You do not. And by trying, you signal that you have no boundaries. You become a resource to be exploited. The second weakness is the fear of being alone. You tolerate people who do not respect you because you are terrified of solitude. You would rather have shallow company than deep silence. But Machiavelli understood that a strong leader must be able to stand alone. If you cannot be comfortable in your own presence, you will always be desperate for others. And desperation makes you weak, makes you easy to control. The third weakness is the need for external validation. You fall for flatterers and mirrors because you do not know your own worth. You need others to tell you that you are smart, attractive, or valuable. But as long as your self-esteem depends on external approval, you are a puppet. And whoever holds the strings owns you. They can lift you up and they can drop you. And they will drop you the moment it serves them. So how do you remove these people? Most people do it wrong. They confront, they argue, they demand explanations. They seek closure. This is a mistake. Confrontation gives them data. It tells them they hurt you. It gives them an opportunity to manipulate, to gaslight, to play the victim. Do not give them that power. Instead, use the Machiavellian fade. First, stop feeding the dynamic. If they are a spy, stop sharing information. If they are a victim, stop offering help. If they are a mirror, stop giving opinions. Become boring. Become gray. When the transaction stops, they will drift away naturally. Second, slow your responses. You do not need to block them immediately unless they are abusive. Just delay. Reply in 6 hours, then 12, then a day, then 3 days. Be polite but unavailable. The relationship will dissolve on its own. Third, erect an emotional firewall. Treat them like a distant acquaintance. Be polite, but reveal nothing. No details, no hooks, just pleasantries. And fourth, for extreme cases, use the guillotine. Be brief. Say something like, "This dynamic is not healthy for me. I wish you well, but I need space." Then total silence. No explanations, no debates. The explanation is the trap. It invites negotiation. Do not negotiate. When you remove these people, you will feel a void. Your phone will stop buzzing. Your calendar will empty. The noise will disappear, and in its place will be silence. You will feel the urge to fill it. You will feel bored. You will feel lonely. Do not break. This is not emptiness. This is peace. This silence is not loneliness. It is clarity. And in that clarity, you will finally have space for the people who deserve you. Machiavelli said that the wise man does in the beginning what the fool does in the end. The fool waits until they are destroyed, before they act. The wise person acts before the destruction begins. You are watching this because you are waking up. You are beginning to see the patterns. You are beginning to understand that kindness without discernment is not virtue. It is weakness. Your life is a finite resource. Every hour you spend with someone who drags you down is an hour stolen from your purpose, your growth, your future. Stop negotiating with people who do not value you. Stop giving chances to people who have already shown you who they are. Believe them the first time. Machiavelli did not teach cruelty. He taught clarity. He taught that survival requires the courage to see the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. Look around your life. Look at the people in your circle. And if you do not like what you see, you have two choices. You can continue pretending everything is fine, continue being drained, continue being used. Or you can do what every powerful person in history has done. You can choose yourself. You can close the gate. You can raise the drawbridge. You can become selective, strategic, and untouchable. The people who will ruin you are already in your life. The question is, what are you going to do about it? If this video opened your eyes, If it made you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is the price of growth. Subscribe if you are ready to see more. And remember, the world does not reward the naive. It rewards the aware. Be aware, be strategic, be dangerous. Not because you want to hurt others, but because you refuse to let others hurt you. That is the Machiavellian mindset, and it starts now.